If you want more money in your life and it hasn't come yet, the very first thing to ask yourself is, are you focused on the fact that it is not in your life? See, there's only two ways your thoughts can be controlled. One is that your thinking controls your bank account, and the other is that your bank account controls your thinking. Because everything, money included, jobs included, sales, investments, money coming into your life, money is two things: the presence of it or the absence of it. And there is a tendency when things are not going your way financially to get emotionally involved in the circumstances. When you get emotionally involved in the circumstance, in the reality of lack of money, what tends to occur is your emotions cause a reactionary thought pattern that is a habit in the subconscious mind that continues to affirm the fact that you do not have money and whatever subsequent excuses your subconscious is programmed into you as to why it's not there. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough, it's always been this way, you're too young, you're too old, you don't have enough college degrees, you don't have a photographic memory, you aren't a good public speaker, you're bad with numbers. There could be a plethora of ideas that are inserted into your mind as a rationalization, rationing lies, ration lies, rationalize why we do not have the money, because money is two things: the presence of what you want or the absence of what you want. And when your thinking is no longer controlled by your bank account, when your thinking controls your bank account, you reclaim the God-given power that you have over the free will of your mind, which is taking infinite consciousness and using your own perception. That is how you are creating this simulation reality, this holographic reality that is purely a creation of consciousness. Most people live their whole lives in a reactionary consciousness to not having what they want. But you have to start thinking greater than the level of your environment, than the level of your circumstances. And this is what allows you to start to change the course for the money that you are bringing into your life. So how do you do that, right? And for me, it was a little hard. I had a habit of saying that I was too young. I dropped out of college, so I didn't know if I was really smart enough. Everyone said that I wasn't. They said that it wouldn't work out, and a plethora of reasons that I had. And so the very first thing that I had to do was clearly define what it is that I wanted. And my first large goal that seemed impossible to achieve, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? That was for me to make $21,000 a month. Just doing it once would have been nutty, but I wanted to do it every month. So I pulled out an index card, a 3x5 card, and I wrote on that, I'm so happy and grateful now that large sums of money come to me quickly and easily as I earn $21,000 a month. I wrote that exact statement in the present tense, and I carried it around with me in an index card everywhere that I went. I had cards all over the house, all over the car, all over the place. And I would stick my hand in my pocket and I would feel it, and I would activate those cells, those brain cells, and I started to form a neurological pattern of a reality that did not yet exist in my outside world. My thinking was starting to control my bank account. So step number one is to define what you want and put it on an index card. Step number two is to actually teach your brain to live in the reality that you intend to live in. See, I started to learn more about neuroscience, and there's a term in neuroscience that says Hebb's Law. And by the way, if you're still watching and enjoying this video, make sure you hit the like button right over there. And right over there on this side, the like button is what sends us out into the YouTube universe so more people see it. So if you think I'm doing a good job, if these videos are valuable, a simple way you can help support the work is just by sharing the video. And one way you can share it is actually just by hitting the like button. And if you leave a comment right there down below that says large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. But anyways, like I was saying, is retraining the mind. So there's a term in neuroscience that says Hebb's Law. And Hebb's Law says that nerve cells that fire together wire together. So just like that old analogy about the birds of a similar feather flock together, or whatever the heck it is, it's the commonalities continue to grow together. And when you keep activating the same nerve cells, the same brain cells over and over and over, they flock together, they wire together is the term in neuroscience. So you build actual neural connections that train your brain for a certain reality. Now, from neuroplasticity, we know that the brain is malleable, it's plastic, it's easily changeable if you have the right tools to do it. So when I learned all this, since we know from neuroplasticity that this isn't some airy-fairy new age idea, neuroplasticity actually tells us that you can build new neurological connections in the brain and thus recode your reality. And so I thought, well, why don't I recode my reality and get rid of all my stupid ideas that I couldn't make money? And so I started inserting new ideas into my mind, like I give my talents with love and I'm wonderfully blessed financially. I started programming myself to be a millionaire. Every single day I programmed myself to be a millionaire even though I was 20 years old and things hadn't really done well for me yet. I started programming my mind that the universe was conspiring to grow my business. That unexpected business, unexpected abundance, unexpected money would come to me every day. That money came to me quickly and easily. And you can do this too. I call this your second mind. This is the one that's like the secret mind that you've consciously coded and reprogrammed the way that you want, as opposed to the first mind, the one that's programmed by society for all those limiting financial beliefs. So I created a software to do this. If you want to use it, it's right there down below. It's thesecondmind.com. You'll see it in the description and it's pinned to the comments. And this is the culmination of the study, research, and work that my team and I did. Is we actually created technology, it was originally for myself, to start to rewire my mind. So if you want to use that, it engages all aspects of your senses, of your nervous system to start to stimulate new neural connections. So it's right there down below and you can use it for retraining your brain for financial success. It's thesecondmind.com in the description and the comments right there down below for free. The next thing to keep in mind when you do not have the money that you want yet is quite simply a beautiful quote by Henry David Thoreau. I think it's one of the greatest quotes in the world. He said that if you endeavor to live the life that you have imagined, and you move confidently in the direction of your dreams, success will meet you in common hours. Now, I'm going to actually rephrase that in the way that I understand that statement to be as it pertains to money. So I'm going to take that statement and I'm going to reframe it. So here's how I would put it. Instead of it saying that if you endeavor to live the life you've imagined and move confidently in the direction of your dreams, if you endeavor to live the life that you imagined. So instead it would be, if you can imagine the amount of money that you want in life and you can move confidently in the direction of those ambitious financial goals, and you aren't afraid, eventually, unexpectedly, the right people, the right circumstances, and the right situations will come to you. Other people will call that luck. In fact, Voltaire summarized luck, I think, in the most beautiful way you possibly can. And what he said basically is that luck was a word that we invented to express the unknown causes of known effects, meaning we see the results, but we don't know what causes the results financially. Well, what causes it? What causes it is when you don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of the things that you ought to do. So what does that mean? You go make that sales call, even though they haven't worked out yet. What most people do is they stop making the sales calls because it stops working out. They stop working. They stop sending the emails. They stop making the phone calls. They stop knocking on the doors. They stop raising their hand. They stop making the videos. They stop making the songs. They stop doing the work. They stop building the business because the outside world hasn't shown them that it's coming. But once you do that, you've immediately dropped to being controlled by the level of your environment, which stops you from having those unexpected financial breakthroughs that are right around the corner. Napoleon Hill said it best in his book, Think and Grow Rich. He talked about how you are 3 feet from gold. 3 feet, that's it. So pick something today to move you confidently in the direction of your dreams. You may not know how it'll all work out. It may be the unknown. You may not know what to do, but there's one little thing you could start doing. Just do that thing. And then the next stepping stone will show up. The universe will start conspiring on your behalf. It will present the next breadcrumb. It'll show the next street to turn on. It'll open the next door where you didn't know where to go. Move confidently in the direction of your financial dreams and endeavor to pursue your own ambitious financial goals, even if they don't seem achievable. Last but not least, do not be afraid of money. This is very important to actually have introspection of our own real belief systems and perceptions about money. One of Bob Proctor's original mentors, his name was Leland Val Vanderwall. And Leland Val Vanderwall said that your belief system is based off of your evaluation of something. So, if you want to change your beliefs about something, you must simply reevaluate that thing. Let's take money for instance. Reevaluate your beliefs about money. When I started to do that, I realized I had a lot of bad beliefs about money. I believed money was evil. I thought money ruined the world. I thought I was too young to make it. And I thought that if I had my own ideas or business or entrepreneurial endeavors, that I shouldn't make a lot of money at it because I was choosing it to be happy. Therefore, I shouldn't want money for it. I shouldn't sell, I shouldn't market. I had all of these types of belief systems. It was my coding off my supercomputer about the money that I was earning, and my code was blocking me from making money. But these belief systems were real ones that I had. So I reevaluated them and I started changing them. And now I believe that money is simply energy. I believe that I am just an instrument of this same energy. There's only one originating source of energy. You can call it God, you can call it spirit, etc., etc. And money, for the sake of money, is pointless. What do? You want the things money can buy you. The house, the freedom, put your kids in the private school, have the good health insurance, have the car you want, retire your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whomever. You want the things money can do. And of course, God wants us to have those things. Therefore, money is totally holy, worthy, and good, and it is right that I should have it. All of a sudden, I reevaluated my whole belief systems about money. And when I did that, my worldview changed. And when my worldview and my view about money and my view about myself and the view about my future changed as a result of re-examining my beliefs about money, my bank account changed, because my bank account is just a holographic mirror that reflects back to me my deepest beliefs and perceptions about money. But if I reevaluate those deepest beliefs and perceptions about money, I can change them. And if I change my beliefs about money, I can thus upgrade those belief systems, and as a result, I can upgrade my bank account as well. And that was what happened. And changing those things diligently and using the Second Mind neuroprogrammer that I mentioned you could get a free demo from, it's in the description in the comments right there down below. Doing these things, right? As a kid, I was an athlete and I took that seriously. I trained hard, I played sports hard, I practiced hard, I worked on it, I trained. Well, I started applying the same mindset I learned in sports to train my brain to have the reality that I wanted. And it changed my life forever. And I went from being a 19-year-old college dropout to being a millionaire before I turned 29 years old. Retired my wife when she was 25, 26. And every single person can do this. But it begins by reevaluating your belief systems about money, deliberately with a proper tool, retraining your brain, rewiring your mind. And when you do this, you can turn your brain, your mind, into a magnet for money. So if you want to do that, watch this video again. Apply the techniques that we discuss here in this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it and that it speaks to you. If it did, do make sure you hit the like button right over there on this side and right over there on this side. It'll send it out into the YouTube algorithm so more people see it. Hitting the like button and leaving a comment down below actually does help the channel. I know it seems tedious and silly, but the way YouTube algorithm is set up for me as a YouTube creator, the way that my channel gets rewarded is when you hit the like button and you leave a comment down below. So if you enjoyed this, let me know one takeaway you had from the video, or maybe where in the world you're coming from as you're watching this video. I'd love to know what city, state, or country you're in. Leave a comment down below and let me know. Thanks for watching. Great things are on the way. And if you haven't yet, check out my free Second Mind neuroprogrammer to retrain your mind for financial success in the descriptions and the comments right there down below. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.